All right, Casey, hey, we're getting done with the inspection. How are you?
Hi, how are you guys doing?
All right, let's go through what we found out.
Okay, well, I just finished the inspection. Overall, nothing really detrimental. There are some things that I want to bring to your attention because no house is perfect. But first off, I noted that you have a sub panel next to your pool equipment. And inside that sub panel, when you take off the interior cover, we have multiple breakers that have 2 wires going to them.
Okay.
So that's what's called a double tap breaker, which is not to code. There is room to put additional breakers, so that can be remedied without upgrading the panel.
So is that just that probably when somebody was adding something, they
Yeah,
just
usually you
didn't
see
have...
that a lot with the pool equipment. Rather than put a breaker in, they'll just double tap stuff to power stuff
Oh,
up.
so you think it's actually the pool equipment that's
Well,
probably...
I mean, it's right by the pool equipment, so that's
Okay.
kind of what it's probably controlling.
Okay, but there is room to just put some more circuit
Yes,
breakers in there. And
absolutely,
it's
to split
small
those
stuff.
wires.
Okay.
The water heater is located in the garage. The water pipes coming off the water heater are missing the black foam insulation wrapped around the water pipes.
Okay, and that's just something that typically is there because that's like a code thing.
It's a code requirement. The first 5 feet of all water lines coming in and out of a water heater are required to be insulated.
Okay.
Also, it's a 2015 tankless model, so it should have a sediment trap installed on the gas supply pipe, which is a little 3-inch nipple that gets installed on the gas line prior to connecting to the appliance.
Okay.
It is a requirement.
Yeah, I noticed that. And that's the same on the furnace too?
Furnace is also missing
Okay,
a sediment
yeah, I
trap.
mentioned that to the seller earlier.
So furnace, I just noted, your furnace is a 2007 model. That's your oldest major component. Your AC is a 2015 model.
Okay.
Again, missing that sediment trap. You have a filter that's on the ceiling in the hallway that's dirty, that's ready to be replaced right now for the HVAC system.
Okay.
I always note, in case you don't have a pet, but on the south wall, you do have a doggy door, a pet door cut into the stucco wall.
Okay, and they did notice that. They're probably going to seal that off, so.
There's 4 windows on this east side of the house that are missing screens.
And that just is that you didn't see them anywhere, nor do you really look, but.
Right.
Okay.
There's 4 windows that open and close that don't have screens on them.
Okay.
Lots and grounds of the property, you have some coated concrete walkways and coated concrete patio on this east side of the house that some of that coating is blistering and peeling and missing in areas.
I mentioned that in my Avid. Let's go take a look at it. All right, picking it back up here. So there's this pattern that makes it look like stone, and then in just some areas it's chipped up, so you can see the
it gets
concrete.
a little bubble or blister, and then then you lose it at that point.
Yeah,
Pool itself has a salt cell. Looks
Okay.
like the low salt light is illuminated on that salt cell. It's a red light that's illuminated, so it may need some salt. Have the pool guy take a look at that when he comes and services it.
It seems like it's functioning. It's just.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's no green water or anything other than it's a red light. Normally they're all green.
Okay.
So when there's a red light, I'm just letting somebody know. The garage door, we can look at the garage door here. I noted that this lower panel was bulging and separating, so it might have a garage door guy come and rectify that. But
Okay.
that's kind of, it should look like this, nice and tight.
Okay.
Okay. Right here, this gate that leads to the backyard, it's required to have a self-closing device, so when you open it, it should shut on its own. You can't have a open gate with a pool in the rear yard to invite people into your rear yard and possibly drown. So code requires that, and most insurance companies require that have a self-closing device.
And that's just adding that spring thing to it, or having a hinge that has a spring in it.
That has a tension hinge on it.
Okay.
Fireplace, that you have a gas fireplace, your damper that opens and closes to the chimney, it's not allowed to close. It's required to have a little clamp on it that keeps it ajar so that no one can get inundated with carbon monoxide. It's missing that $4 clamp, which is a code requirement that the gas company will put a big sticker over your valve if they don't see it.
And Casey's smiling because I'm smiling at him because it comes up on every inspection. I have some in my desk, just FYI.
And I also know the fireplace doesn't have any, the obvious glass panel doors or any ember screen, anything that's stopping anybody from coming in contact with the flames.
Yeah, so just be careful if you are using the fire that you are careful with pets and children.
I'm a nitpicker on door stops. All 3 doors going into the 3 bedrooms are missing door stops, so if you open the door too hard, it will make a hole in the adjacent drywall.
Okay, so you should get those installed if you're worried about that.
And I called your 3 bedrooms primary bedroom, north bedroom, and south bedroom.
Okay.
The north bedroom is the one that looks like they use for painting, or it's kind of like the art room kind of thing. Maybe they have 2 little
that's actually
easels set up or something.
That's a
praying
meditation room. Yeah, that's a meditation
okay,
room.
The meditation room. The closet doors have been removed in that room.
I noted that as well. It's sort of an open closet situation.
So in the other guest bedroom, which I'm calling the south bedroom, that fan is unbalanced and wobbles when it's on high.
Okay, so it just needs to be rebalanced if they want to put it on high.
We could go inside the bathroom.
All right, we're gonna pick this up after Casey left the last frame. We're picking it up here in the bathroom.
Okay, so what I noted in here is there's a section of drain pipe which is also not to code. You'll see it's an accordion looking drain pipe.
Uh-huh.
Okay, that needs to be rigid with a smooth interior like the rest of the plumbing down there. So that accordion type drain pipe is not to code.
Okay.
Here, your valve for your shower in the primary bathroom, it's installed in reverse. So basically it goes from hot to cold.
Oh.
Okay, so it's kind of just backwards that most people would be normal to. The thing is, like, when you get it hot, or if you want a really hot shower, you lose water pressure too.
Okay.
So,
and that's usually just the cartridge thing, and there needs to be turned around.
Rebuilt, yeah.
Okay, and this tube, the corrugated piping, that's usually just a replacement with a hard
Just a
tube.
little section
It's really-
of ABS, that's about $5.
Yeah, okay.
We can show you the other bathroom has it properly if you want to show them the other.
Yeah, no, I think they can figure it out, but it's just, it's relatively small, so.
Yeah, it's minor. The guest bathroom or the south bathroom.
Okay.
Again, entry door missing, door stop.
Oh my God. This is also the one with the window that goes to the closet.
And this register, they've stuffed a rag in it. So the HVAC register, it has a rag in it. So they're trying to obstruct the airflow coming in. You can just unscrew those and take that rag out, but there's a rag stuffed in there right now.
Okay, and in my Avid, I noted that the trim piece for this solar tube is missing the lens, so.
Okay, kitchen is the last items. There is no attic in this house, so there's no access, no attic that I'd be crawling into today.
Were you able to look into it at all?
No, I
Is
don't
there
even see the access.
Okay, so we're unable to look into the attic.
Here in the kitchen, the dishwasher drain hose does not have what's called an air gap or a high loop installation with the drain hose itself. So the drain hose you want to have mounted higher than where it enters the garbage disposal. So there is enough slack here that they can take a bracket and mount it to the back of the cabinet
it's this
to
hose,
keep that higher.
And then it needs to be mounted higher than the drain, is what he's talking about.
Correct. And then the kitchen's been, touched up, remodeled. There is some new stone and everything in here. So every outlet that's counter height should be GFCI protected in the kitchen.
Okay.
On this north wall, we have 4 outlets that are not GFCI protected. On this west wall, we have 1 that's not GFCI protected. And on the south wall, we have 1. So we have 6 total outlets in the kitchen that are not GFCI protected.
So a couple have been, and it
Just
was...
those 2 behind you right there.
Okay, so the assumption they probably had was that it somehow or other daisy chained to the rest of these, but they did not. So,
Not so much.
but
no.
it's possible that one of these is the beginning of the daisy chain, and
They
if
could.
you
It should
get
be
them
all on the
right.
same circuit, but sometimes when they're on this side of the sink, then they may be going to something else. But
Okay.
that'd be electrician. That's a Sparky.
Okay.
And that's pretty much what I have for you. So what I'll do is I'll put this together, put it in a PDF formatted file, and email it to everybody tomorrow. CC Mark as well.
Okay. And general feelings about the house?
Yes, not bad. No, we're
Okay.
in good shape. Roof looks good. It's got tile. It's got a flat section of roof that's foam. You have thermal water tubes for the pool, so your pool's kind of like solar heated. And then the spa, is gas heated. It's got solar panels. No broken tiles, no missing tiles, no dislodged tiles. Everything's sealed up there. Pool's in good shape. With like I said, that's low salt light. It probably just needs some salt.
Okay. They had asked about the condition of.
Oh, I'm sorry. There's one more thing.
Oh, yes.
The garage door that goes from the garage into the primary bedroom, it's not to code.
Okay.
You can't have a fire door open into a room used for sleeping purposes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so this door is technically not supposed to be here. You can't have a door that goes into a garage open into a sleeping room, a room used for sleeping purpose. So I'm not sure if this was part of the house when it was built, because there is a service door on the exterior of the house.
Okay.
But this should not have ever been built this way if it was. But
Okay.
and then another thing, if you are going to maintain this, then I would recommend a carbon monoxide alarm right next to where you sleep.
Okay.
And it needs a self-closing latch. So every time you open it, it should shut on its own to prevent a fire from entering the house.
Okay.
So, it's kind of twofold there. If you want to keep it, do that with it. If you don't, then it shouldn't be there to begin with.
Okay. So
And that's the poor item in the report. So all the other things were fair. This is poor just because it shouldn't even be here.
Okay. Roof question. So there was, they were just sort of wondering about the concrete roofing and just condition
Tiles.
of it. Well, the whole, like, because it's been there for a while, they're assuming. And
Yeah, I mean, the material's over 15 years old, but like I said, nothing's missing, nothing's broken.
So you think it's probably, I mean, barring being able to actually look at it, the concrete tile section itself looks like it's in good shape.
Yeah.
The foam
It's
area,
a flat roof. There's a flat section of the roof, and that's all foam.
okay, and the condition of that
It was
was
good. There's no blisters. There's no exposed foam. A majority of that is covered with the solar tubing that I mentioned or the thermal tubing
okay,
for the pool heating.
okay,
Which
okay.
are like rubber little tubes.
All right, so that's good. All right, Casey. Well, thank you. I appreciate
All right.
it.
Thanks, guys.
Take care.